how do you actually practically decide between an IT eSign and a non-IT eSign? So, Amla, over to you. I think the first illustration is of an HR team getting offer letter signed, which is what we do as well at Leegality.
Right. So we'll cover two seemingly similar use cases, but which actually differ because of the real world implications and importance of the underlying document which is being signed. Right. So HR team getting offer letters signed is a pretty common use for virtual sign or a simple OTP based authentication signing. The factors important here are physically signing offer letters is no longer convenient in a world of virtual interviews and hiring, not to mention the delays that physical signing causes and the costs involved. This is a routine process, the first step in your employee onboarding, and in many organizations, this is done at scale. You want to keep the process friction free. All candidates may not have Aadhaar. If they do have Aadhaar, they might not have their mobile number linked to Aadhaar for OTP authentication. And with respect to enforceability, this would be a low stakes document, not something that you would go to courts to enforce. And importantly, there is no law or regulation requiring an electronic signature for offer letters. It's a simple contract under the Contract Act where communication of an offer and acceptance by the candidate is enough. Here, using a virtual sign, which involves an OTP-based authentication sent to their email or phone number, is sufficient and helps you streamline and digitize the process quick and easy. The second example is of an HR team getting NDAs signed by key management personnel joining the company. Now, what would change in this scenario for the legal team? In this case, the critical nature of the underlying document changes. This is a non-disclosure agreement for a key management personnel or senior leadership. In such critical roles, poaching by competitors, confidentiality leaks, these are prevalent and critical. And these NDAs often become the important document that needs to be submitted, established, and proven in case of a dispute in court. For such documents, which are critical to enforce, prone to court disputes, and generally more high stakes to the business, even though there is no requirement in law to sign an NDA electronically, it's just a contract which requires communication of acceptance between parties, right? So here it is advisable to use an Aadhaar e-sign to take benefit of the presumptions under the Evidence Act. Right here, you can use an Aadhaar e-sign or a DSE, which is an IT Act compliant electronic signature. You basically want to make the contract easy to establish in case of a dispute. The presumptions and difficult to deny audit trails here work in your favor to easily establish the contract in court. Now, in cases where your senior leadership does not have an Aadhaar or DSE, you can consider a virtual sign with additional features like an audit trail, which captures IP address, device details, probably adds security features like a live face capture. Basically, these data points in the audit trail cannot be refuted or denied easily in court if it comes to a dispute about the acceptance of the NDA. So depending on the criticality of the document, you can opt for a more easy to enforce signature or opt for additional features to make a virtual signature difficult to repudiate.